Unless you've been living under a rock for the past few weeks, you've probably heard of the movie Oppenheimer by Christopher Nolan. It's actually based on a book called American Prometheus, The Triumph and Tragedy of J. Robert Oppenheimer. And Oppenheimer is essentially the inventor of the atomic bomb. He's known as the father of the atomic bomb, and he led the Manhattan Project, which was the project to build a weapon of mass destruction during World War II. A very good quote from the book and from the movie that kind of encapsulates one of the major themes in both is, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." I suppose we all thought that one way or another. This is Oppenheimer talking about the Manhattan Project and the sentiment that they were developing a tool that was going to essentially give people the ability to destroy the world, but we'll touch on that a little bit later. So, what are three of the main reasons why we're recommending this book? Well, one of them is the depth of research and context. So, one of the huge pieces of depth that authors go into is about the conflict that Oppenheimer faced. So Oppenheimer knew that he was creating a weapon that was giving human beings the ability to destroy themselves. That's actually why it's called American Prometheus, because Prometheus was the Greek god that gave fire to human beings, and with that they were able to, yes, create societies, but they were also to create weapons and wage war on each other and kill each other. So the authors do a really good job of showing how Oppenheimer was super conflicted about this issue, because on one hand he knew he was making a huge scientific breakthrough and creating the bomb before the Nazis did, but on the other hand he knew he was creating a breakthrough that would give human beings the ability to wage massive destructive war on each other. So the authors do a really good job, and the research is really in depth. The second one is the context for moviegoers. So if you're going to see this movie, if you read the book beforehand, you'll have a ton of extra context and understand why the movie focuses on certain things. You'll understand the characters and the context a lot more when you go, so you might have a much richer experience going to see the movie. If you read it after the movie, you'll see why the director made certain artistic choices. If it sparked your interest when you went to see the movie that you wanted to learn more about the Manhattan Project, then reading this book is really going to give you everything you need to know about the time, about Oppenheimer himself, about the conflicts that he faced and everything. The third reason why we're recommending this book is the relevance that it has to current world issues. The major one of the major ones being AI, because AI is essentially a technology that humans have invented which could potentially grow intelligent enough to make its own decisions and be out of the control of human hands, and it could potentially decide to see human beings as a threat to its own survival and decide to try to eliminate human beings. So that's why it has a lot of similarities in terms of theme with the invention of the atomic bomb. So those are the three reasons: the depth of research that is done as a complement to the movie, and the relevance that it has to current world issues, particularly AI. Hopefully you enjoyed this recommendation and it's given you an idea of why you should read the book. If so, please feel free to share the video and to subscribe to the channel. Until next time, thank you very much. Bye.